Some people are naturally likable. Others have to really work hard at it. As it turns out, though, likability is just like riding a bike. It's a skill you can perfect. Thank you for staying with us. I'm Erin LeBeau.
And I'm Tamsin Fidel. Our Harvard study says it's found that the secret to being likable, and it has nothing to do with how polite and generous you are.
Yeah, and joining us now to discuss the secret to being likable is psychotherapist Dr. Robi Ludwig. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Okay.
So it's so interesting. This Harvard study found that it wasn't about being polite or being charismatic, but they studied multiple conversations and they found that those who asked the most questions were the most likable. And this was especially true for speed dating. Those who asked more questions were more likely to get some positive feedback about a second date.
So, Dr. Robi, tell us, is there a difference between just naturally being a likable person and people who have a need to be liked by everyone?
There is. If someone has a need to be liked by everyone, that's usually based on a lower self-esteem and they need validation in order to feel good about themselves. It's very normal to want to be liked by others, especially those we care about, because we want to think the people that we care about also care about us as well. So it's such a good point you bring up, a difference between wanting and needing to be liked.
It's interesting because it's not about being polite, not about being generous. So what is it about asking questions that makes somebody so likable?
It's very affirming when someone is asking you questions and is curious about who you are and is really showing interest and paying attention. That feels very flattering and rewarding, and it makes us feel like we're important. And basically, the person that makes us feel like we matter, that we're important, is going to be very liked by us.
So actually, is there a fine line, though, between intruding on someone's privacy and asking questions because you're genuinely interested or maybe nosy? So how do you know when you've crossed the line?
Well, when you are asking questions, especially with somebody that you don't know that well, you want to start a little superficially, right? You want to start with very easy questions that someone can answer. How long have you lived in this city? What's your favorite thing about living where you are? Do you have any animals? Things that are very easy to answer that don't require making a person kind of like cringe because it's too personal. You don't want to ask something like, what's your biggest failure? Those are great questions once you know somebody, but it's called intrusiveness if you don't. So start simple and go from there.
I hope nobody comes up to you and it's like, what have you failed at?
A lot.
What's wrong with you?
What do you hate most about yourself?
What are your bad traits? All right, so how do you get around this if you're, there's a lot of people that are shy out there and they're not comfortable asking other people questions. What if you're not comfortable doing that or you're not comfortable talking about yourself?
Well, if you're not comfortable asking questions, you can Google simple questions to ask people and just practice that. I mean, basically asking questions is something that you can work on. It's a skill set. And so it's very easy for anyone to kind of build up that skill by just doing it on a regular basis. And as far as answering questions, go slow. Think about things that you're really okay sharing with people and allowing people to know. Things that feel safe for you. And start there. I mean, we all have to start somewhere. And if you really are uncomfortable answering a question, just say, I don't know if I'm really comfortable answering that question, but offer what you would like to share about yourself with somebody who's interested in you.
Well, I hope you find us likable with all these questions we're asking you, Robi.
I find you lovable. So we need to find a study on that.
We love having you on the show. And thank you so much for joining us today.
Have a great one.
All right. For more tips, you can follow Dr. Robi on Instagram.